3, 2, 1, go.
So last time on the Fallen Returns,
Dick Lich.
Yes.
Sorry.
Can't do it to yourself.
Maybe that's my kink. Shut up.
Fair.
This is a kink shame free zone. So you guys fought a lich, and there was some fighting and some spell casting and some ass kicking. Mostly you kicked the ass of the lich, which now the Lord Valara has been wiped off the face of creation. His phylactery broke and the soul's freed. And apparently there was some misconception last week, which I didn't catch until someone mentioned to me afterwards, but no, the souls that were bound were not bound up like the soul bombs, so they did not explode and were destroyed. That the negative energy wave that hit after you broke the chain was because of the chain releasing. So Alex's brother's soul is not destroyed. Important to note. So afterwards you guys were like, yay, we did it, let's get the fuck out of here. And you guys went back up to the walls where you realized that night was slowly falling, and you decided to go back to the war camp to rest, recuperate, and maybe find out what the fuck is going on. So here you guys are. You guys got on the Normandy, and you were like, no shit, here you are at camp. So without further ado, we will start this. With you guys descending into war camp, there are some cheers going up as they see you all descending, and as you get off. The sound of this war camp is much different from the war camp that you guys left initially. You can hear cries and sobs, you can hear the moans of the injured and the dying, and it seems that the army took a bit of a beating, but for the most part it seems that you do have, as far as you can tell, a giant force still with you. People seem to be running messages back and forth everywhere, people limping along. You can hear the call of clerics and paladins trying to heal those they can and sort of have people who are less injured kind of move off. People still giving orders, trying to set up perimeters, and unsure of what's happening now that night is falling.
I'm gonna hop off the carpet and just start storming. Private, where's the commander?
Which one, sir?
Commander, give me the command center now. Point me in the direction.
He kind of flails like Kermit a little bit before pointing, because he's talking to a living fucking legend right now.
You goddamn right, I'm a living fucking legend.
Sir, yes, sir.
Is that because you're old?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Mostly, just because I'm old.
He points, and you guys can see this hastily put up pavilion a couple hundred feet to the east of you.
Sorry, I have food in my mouth. Corporal, private, whatever.
He salutes you before begging your pardon, my lord, and running off with a whole bunch of notes in his hand. Seems to be running over towards where the remaining automatons are, because a couple of them survived. They were not necessarily needed to be bombed.
Yes.
So yay! There's a bunch of bots still going.
We can get Erendare a husband.
You already has
He has two, but one of them only has one job. So I stride off into the command pavilion.
I follow.
Okay.
Status report, everyone. Lord Valara is dead. Oh, well, not dead. He's banished. He's probably still alive. Will probably bite someone else in the ass later on, but that's not our problem.
Well, can I make a check to see if I think he's dead?
I kind of clove him in half before I banished
Oh,
him.
did he get closed in half? I don't remember the description.
Yep.
Oh,
You
okay.
guys,
Nope, he's certainly
Yeah.
dead. He went in two and then disappeared. His corpse is
guys-
floating in limbo.
you guys destroyed him and then explodified him,
Okay,
but the explodified happened somewhere else. Thank God, because you're like,
We destroyed.
Oh,
his
that's right,
phylactery,
he was gonna
so I don't think
explode.
he should be
Okay.
coming back.
And we also destroyed his phylactery.
Okay, good, because I literally had like a nightmare that that we just banished him, and then he was gonna come back. I forgot that he got split in twain, and now that you say that, I remember being described. Sorry, lots of things happen in a week.
We also
No,
destroyed his
dude.
phylactery.
Right. Okay, so let me just start that over. I stride through. Status report, everyone. Lord Valara has fallen. What is
quick
this-
question is, go ahead, Dustin.
What is the status of our armies? That is it. I'm gonna email.
Adremalek has fallen as well.
Is everybody there?
Yes.
All of us, yes.
I would
In-
walk in here.
As you guys walk in and give the immediate status report of both Lord Valara and Adremalek have fallen, you realize that only half your commanders are standing in here.
Kind of figured.
That's not good.
You see a very weary, unkempt, dirty, and cut-covered empress who looks like she has just been done doing some magic heavy lifting. You can see the Prince of Shar. You can see Brennus there. You see Fioriel, and she looks atrocious. You do not see Tess. You do not see Tyrannus. You do not see anyone from Ducasis. You do not, and you do not see a couple other people as well. But the other two dragons are not there. But with your news that Adremalek and Lord Valara has fallen, there is this look of relief on their tired faces, and there's some almost hysterical laughing out of a couple of them as Fioriel gives you a warm but if not weary smile. That is such good news. We desperately need it.
I think it might be a good idea to pull back our forces for the night. Kind of get everybody back, figure our next move, and then we can't just keep fighting like this. So we need it to, I feel like, not retreat, but at least set up our HQ closer to the city and give everyone a night off.
Consolidate.
possible.
Be good to count the dead, find the missing as well. As you can see, some have not reported in yet.
Where was Tyrannus and Tess? Where were they last seen?
By the gate, Tyrannus made sure he was the one to lead the charge himself.
Fucking old man.
He said he would not be outdone by some young upstart from Blackmaw.
Televinians.
Nope, that's a Connor knows what he's doing for the night.
Yes.
Tess was with the Talrenians, but not near the front line. She unfortunately had to admit that since the loss of her arm, she has not nearly been as battle ready as she would like. She's been working with the Lady Alice, with a lot of the mages, having Tocnell and Talren's magical forces work together, as well as some with the Greenbrier Collective and the Arcana. It has been rather interesting watching them all work as one.
Took
Thank
goddamn
you
long enough.
for
It's
Your
not
words
something I
fall.
thought I'd see in my lifetime.
near immediate. The commanders in the field stopped receiving orders. A lot of them stood their ground, but some broke, and that allowed us into the city proper. And then when you killed Valar, that was good as well. He was starting to try to bind souls, raise the dead.
Any sightings of shadows?
But I think, and Fiora looks at the others. It's probably a good idea to go back for the night, set up a perimeter, so people can rest. We don't know what we'll face in the morning.
Didn't we hear reports of a shadow mass fleeing or something at some point during the battle? Didn't we hear that? I look at everyone.
I remember hearing something about that, like there was a shadow that flashed across the field.
It did, and then it sunk into the ground, and it wasn't seen again.
I believe the Resistance told us about that. In that brothel.
I have no recollection of that.
I do. Clearly. My shit's not being picked up, is it? Is it?
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
My fucking shit. You know, some days it works, some days it doesn't. Yeah, no, I remember that.
Oh, okay, that was okay. Because I asked if there was any recent signs of shadows other than whatever. Damn you, Discord!
Oh, sorry.
Danny
That
just
was
put-
me responding to that, Professor Destin.
Oh, okay.
That jogged my memory of that. That's why.
Yeah.
They kind of all look to one another, and you watch as Brenna starts pulling through papers. Half are dirty and torn, the other half are stained with blood, and he picks one up because reports of seeing a shadow go over the battlefield roughly around the time you all descended down into the castle to take on the Lich.
Yes.
Nothing happened. He just rolled through the battlefield like a shadowed wall and disappeared.
Bolbereth just watching, seeing what we're doing,
I think he sees
how
that
we're doing.
so far he's not on the
Coward.
winning side.
Weighing his options.
He didn't live this long by taking sides on the losing side.
No.
Should we try to find the rest of our commanders?
Oh, Connor's already at the building. Like, as soon as he's gonna spend the rest of the night searching the dead.
I will actually attend to the sick and dying. See if there's anything I can do to either speak or pass over.
The professor's going to go find Connor and help him.
Okay.
Who else was missing? Was there anyone else missing?
Tess.
Tess is missing. Yuvon's missing. Zena's missing.
Is the head of my order missing as well?
The head of your order is missing.
Shit, I should probably go find
So far we're down 2 dragons, a uber level paladin, half of Talren's leading force.
I think we should all go together then.
Yeah, I'll go with and look for the commander.
And then we all look for everybody just as fast as we can.
Before I leave, I'm just like, because I'm still standing next to Fioriel, and I'm like, I talked to her for a second. If I may do that now.
Yeah, go ahead.
How are you holding up?
It is as rough as I thought it perhaps was, but I am
So,
alive and
I'm sorry about Art Jenkins here. He gave his life for good. Actually, quite hard to put down.
he's a stubborn old fool.
Did you see how he flew without wings? Remarkable feat, that is.
She brings up a hand and she squeezes yours, and she looks at you and she smiles. And
You-
you see her mouth, thank you.
Your kids. Are they okay?
I think they're fine. I think they're out being young and reckless and trying to be heroes.
Being
You
heroes
want
is the
to
most
know.
foolish thing to do in a war.
True. Please take care of yourselves. Speaking of heroes.
These old bones still have a little bit of fight left in them.
I was gonna say, alright, let's go be heroes.
Now, if you excuse me, I have to go keep all my friends from becoming heroes.
Too late! I've always been there! How many people can we fit on the carpet? I always don't know the answer to this question because I feel like we can't fit that many.
We can't fit everyone.
I usually can fly, but I think... Oh, if we get 30 minutes, I can get some spell slots back.
Yeah,
I'm fine with doing a short rest.
Okay.
'Cause
Sure.
I can arcane recovery up to like 9th levels. Well, I can't use a 9th level spell, but I can use 9.
I have a potion I can drink to fly for an hour. Also, so if we need to use that.
Okay.
Okay. You guys can take a short rest, and you guys are kind of afforded a space that's quiet, and you guys can kind of calm down. And there's water where you can wash off the blood and the dirt, and there's some food and drink for you guys to sort of recharge your batteries, so to speak.
It's so ridiculous you can't pick anything 6th level or higher.
So, short rest if you guys want to spend hit die, you can, or
I don't know where my HP was because it's not on my sheet. Like I know it wasn't at full life. I know that.
Oh, can you go
Same.
back to the map, the battle map? That might tell me if I was at...
15, 20.
Yeah, mine didn't transfer either.
Donka. No, I was
Thank
at
you.
168.
Oh, I'm not so great.
It's been a bummer.
That's why we're taking a short rest.
I have 45 out of
Can
131.
you play a Song of Rest, Rael? Is that something?
I can do that if we're going to chill for a bit.
Yeah, play something for us.
So, at my level,
Alright, I can handle 198.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me with these rolls. D6s, wizards, you are awful. Okay, no one roll anything for 1 second while I add all these up.
it's a 1d12, so everybody can add a d12.
Oh shit! Cool. Oh, I rolled a 12.
I did not.
Thank you, Rael.
I rolled an 8.
But they give me to 200, so I'll be fine.
God, the
You
next,
good, Dustin?
the next character I'm making is gonna have some fucking constitution, I swear to God. Yeah, I'm good.
Right?
Thank you, Charles.
Okay.
Sorry, Charles.
10. Ooh, that one.
Ugh.
27 plus... Why?
okie dokies.
5.
So you guys rest and sort of kind of take stock of your injuries, and
I definitely drink some whiskey that is in my bag, and pass it around to whoever wants any.
I would probably take a good swig on that.
My instinct is to pass it to Arendir, and then I
Of
pass
course.
it to everybody else.
whoa, roll 20.
Fucking hell.
Thank you for your song, Rael. That helped a lot.
I hope so. I've
Okay,
been
cool.
working on something. It's still not quite finished.
I like that jazzy finish that you had at the end there.
Well, you know, I'm trying to make it up.
Ba-dum-dum-dum.
The improvised bridge was a nice touch.
That's the nice thing about the improvisation. It's a little bit different every time, depending on what's going on and who's around. So,
Hey Connor, do you think in the morning we'd be able to, or it'd be a good idea to have our forces establish a beachhead? I don't know if that's the right word. Inside the gate, since we've got it open, we don't want to lose control of it.
Well, I was saying we should finish doing at the end of the day today. If we can move everyone inside the city and start battening down.
Well, my only issue with this is if we cleared the city. We don't want to set up a like an actual. I mean, we set a perimeter outside the city. That'd be fantastic. If we start pushing in and we still have to clear streets, we'd be walking into ambushes all night.
Do we know, after having talked to everyone, that if, like, how many things there are fighting in the streets still?
The reports you're getting, if you try to set something up in city, you'll probably be harried all night.
Okay.
If you
So-
set up right outside the gate, a little bit better.
Yeah, set up about out of arrow shot from the gate.
Got it.
So we're not going to be harried from walls and such. But if we still, I mean, we have reserves. We can commit everything to this initial fight. We can start setting patrols. We can start setting because we can't completely pull out of this fight. Demons don't sleep.
You're right.
So we'll have to keep skeleton crews to watch what we're doing just in case, and then have men on ready to muster.
All right.
Let's see who we could find first.
Let's go find
Yes.
our friends.
Let's go find
Absolutely.
So I think we should go to the gate first and look for Battle, Forge, and Tess.
Okay. You guys start cutting through the armies, heading towards the gate.
Are you gonna cast Fly on us, Professor, or should we just walk the first one?
I'm gonna be on Bucky for most of this.
So, Snicket, could we fit me, Rael, Aaron Deere, and Connor on the carpet?
Yeah, you guys
I
can.
think so.
You guys can find.
So Talmar rides Bucky, and then if the professor wants to fly, he can.
You can ride Bucky with me if you'd like to.
I'll ride Bucky with.
You summon Bucky, and he doesn't even give you any kind of shit whatsoever.
Hi, Bucky. I kind of pat him on the head a little bit.
He kind of nuzzles your hand back. You can kind of. Bucky can read a room, and Bucky knows that shit's gone down. So Bucky is going to be a little bit nicer for a little bit.
Yay!
So random question, Talmar.
Random, indeed.
Why haven't you taken Find Greater Steed so Bucky could be a Pegasus?
Oh
I can take that.
Kyle hasn't read Xanathar's yet.
Oh,
You're right. That's why.
Do you want to upgrade it? Do you want a Pegasus? Do you want a Pegasus?
What level spell is that?
it's this. Let me look through. I think it's the same level.
I think it's the same.
I don't know. I have the PDF.
If it is, I will take it. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So Bucky's a
It's
Pegasus now.
4th level.
I don't
Fourth
care.
level.
It is 4th level spell.
Don't care. Bucky's a
That's fine.
Pegasus.
I have plenty of 4th
Oh,
level.
hold on, wait. Kyle.
The
Wow,
DM
You
is
can
giving it
choose
to
a
you.
fauna of form. You can choose a griffin, a pegasus, a periton, whatever that is, a direwolf, a rhinoceros, or a saber-toothed tiger.
Nah, I want Bucky to be a Pegasus now.
You don't want a Griffin? Griffin or Pegasus?
Bucky's gonna be like, "What the fuck is this?"
No, sorry, Bucky, you're a Pegasus now.
Yes! So Bucky's a Pegasus, and he's like, oh, hey, Tom, what the fuck? And you watch the little horsey eyes bug out for a second, and then you see the wings, and it's like, oh, and he's like, okay, this is legit.
Alright.
I look at Bucky, look at the whiskey in my hand, and I just slowly put it away.
You know Bucky's not actually a horse, right?
I don't know how any of this works.
Thank you, Charles.
Now all we need is a unicorn.
He has a unicorn harness, and it's just the wings, and it's so... Shush. Well, anyway, so you guys are
I had
now
to
on
go
a...
a couple Pegasus now.
You guys are now on a Pegasus. Cool.
I guess this is pretty cool, actually.
Okay, Snake down.
Now you guys can fly! This is perfect!
Exactly. And fly faster than the fucking Normandy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, way faster. We're just like putting along.
Bucky's like doing like circles around you guys. Come on,
I
come on,
think
let's go. I got
Connor can
wings.
walk faster
I got
than
wings.
Normandy.
Connor can.
Honestly, Connor could just click his boots and just be there before anybody.
Yeah, actually, I don't think I got my boots. I think I used. No, I didn't use them for the
No, you didn't use them for the fight.
Oh, I did not know that. That is fucking dope. Wow, Roll20 actually implemented a cool thing.
What?
What?
If you double click your character sheet, it like minimizes and like becomes transparent a little bit.
Hold, please.
Oh, cool.
Oh, I use the pop out, so
So do I, but that's actually kind of nice. I don't have to like mess with the tab. It's always there.
that's cool.
Sorry.
That's awesome. Thank you, Charles.
Full of useful information tonight.
Alright.
Proceed.
So you guys now having the Pegasus, which is totally cool, and flying on the Normandy, sort of managed to get easily up and over where the bulk of your forces are currently resting, and you see tents and campfires go up, and you can hear sort of the hum of people talking and stuff. There doesn't seem to be too much in the way of sort of songs or war cries as you got with the initial war camp, but it seems that people are in relatively good spirits, all things considered. As you guys make it over the gate is utterly ruined. The two towers that sort of flank the gate are broken and have fallen and collapsed in on themselves as you guys kind of have destroyed this frontline defense. You can see the broken and just sort of left bodies of both your forces, and there seem to be dark spots and sort of broken up, nasty looking corpses of demons, and you even see some like spooky, scary skeletons that have been sort of left as they've died. You see a whole bunch of people sort of going through the rubble. You see people carrying people out that seem to have been in the city and out. So if you guys are going to go take a look, I need perception or investigation. I'll let you guys choose what you guys want to do.
We're gonna go investigation because it's on a negative. I'm gonna spend DM inspiration.
I'll also expend DM inspiration. I'm looking for test.
Does double nat 20s mean anything? Do I just like find everything?
Okay.
I rolled a 3 twice.
Okay, Mike.
That's a 2!
Mike, what did you have to roll to get a 15? Because isn't Arendir's like perception like insane?
Yeah, I rolled a 5.
Yeah, I'll do it. There we
I feel
go.
you. I roll an 8.
My
Mother of God.
Y'all motherfuckers.
She sees everything.
High or low, Charles?
Hi.
That's an 81.
I get rid of.
Alrighty then. So let's see. 15, 25, double nat 20s, a 3, and a 22. And what did you... Jason, I adore you, but now is not the time, my dear. What did you get, Corin?
I got a 2.
I got a 3.
Wait, how is it...
You said investigation, right?
Or perception?
Oh.
Okay, well, it's not much higher. It's like a 9 then.
Okay.
I rolled a 3.
I was gonna say, with your wisdom modifier alone, that shouldn't even be possible.
I rolled a 3!
My bad. I didn't know I could also do perception. I was making stuff up.
Yeah, no, I understand. You guys start to look and you see there's the strangest things that what happens in war, as you see Imperials helping Talrenians and people from Isla Nora helping each other out of the city, taking care of the wounded, carrying out the dead so that they're not left for the demons to take. And there's a sort of bond that's being formed out of necessity and having to fight side by side, and it's even with all the shit going on, even with the worry for your comrades, there's this moment where if you all can save the day, if you can defeat these demons, when you can defeat these demons, that this world might be a better place for what's going on here and now, and it gives you a little bit of heart as you guys go through. Connor, you are the first one to notice two very familiar figures emerging from the town. You see a sort of dim light, and this sort of diminutive next to this giant hulk of a man. But you see Tyrannus walking under his own power. He's sort of carrying someone over his shoulders. But you notice that he has blood just going down the left side of his face, and his left eye is completely gone.
Shit.
He is completely covered in wounds that are just... Some of them are bleeding freely, some look like they've been bandaged and have since started to bleed again. But if he is weak, he is not showing it. He is carrying what looks to be a beat up, wounded, elvish gentleman wearing the sort of leather armor of Shalloon.
Is it Llewellyn?
Connor and the rest of you can see he is indeed carrying Captain Llewellyn.
Oh, fuck.
And you watch as Tess
No.
is sort of
The
lighting
meeting
way.
of the ages.
And you watch as Tess is sort of lighting the way and giving commands as people are drawn to her light to sort of navigate the broken stones, the broken roadways. And you guys catch sight of them as they're trying to get out from the city past the gate.
Totally felt like a buddy cop. Like
It would be so good. It would be so good.
They don't seem to really notice you guys.
what's the next? Whatchamacallit? What's that? Damn it.
True Detective season
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, True Detective season 3. Thanks, Mike.
I got you.
Hopefully it's better than season 2.
Arendir would probably run over to them.
Yeah, exactly, Connor.
We all notice it's Llewellyn.
Okay, so
Why?
you
Why
can-
is it Llewellyn?
yeah, you command Bucky to sort of fly down and come to a cantering stop. The rest of you kind of you lower the Normandy enough so you guys can run off, and everybody looks beaten and wrecked, but alive. And you watch as this very weary smile appears on Battleforge's face as he kind of starts to slip Llewellyn off of his shoulders. And he is alive, but one of his legs is completely and utterly broken.
I bend down and fix his leg. I cast what spell slot would be fine with for fixing a broken leg?
Roll a medicine check first.
You got it. That's a lot. I mean, it's a lot. Hold on. The fucking sheet's not working now. Okay. So 15 plus 12, 27.
Oh Jesus, yeah. You go to start to cast like a cure wounds, and then realize promptly that you should probably set it right before you heal it. And so you kind of
Thanks, man.
I'm like, Battleforge, can you just lay him on the ground really quick?
and Tyrannus just sort of nods and helps, and Llewellyn just looks like he is so vastly unhappy with this, like a cat getting a bath. It's kind of like he's not used to being in this kind of position.
Like,
I'll do
I'm
what
just
I
like,
can.
I grab him by his foot, like his twisted foot, and I'm just like, "Oi, mate, this isn't gonna be fun." And then I straighten his leg out.
So I'll do what I can to try to keep him calm and keep him focused.
He's on the bite down on. Shit.
Yeah, as soon as you go to do it, he picks up this dagger and he puts the hilt in his mouth and he bites down and gives you a thumbs up.
Alright. Pull his leg! And then I cast Cure Wounds. Should I just do a regular one?
Yeah, that's good enough for a broken leg. He grunts and you watch as he pales a little bit, but he stays conscious and doesn't scream. I may have rolled like a nat 20 on his constitution to see how well he handled that. And he's just
In Elvish, I tell him you're the toughest bastard I've ever met, and I hang out with him, and I point to Connor.
Wait.
I run with this dude.
Does Connor speak Elvish yet? I don't even know.
He does.
Oh, shit.
He gives you a look.
All right, I'm in him, and I point to Battleforge.
That's troll.
Who I put my hand over his face, over his fucking just gross eye socket, and cast Cure Wounds on him, also. Because I forgot I could do that, guys.
Nice.
Like for 2 whole years.
Oh my god.
So he watches the blood stop seeping, and you draw your hand away, and yeah, the lid is concave. It's the whole entire eyeball is just gone now, and since he sort of cleans it up, there is this wicked-looking scar going down his face, and he points to it, and he looks at you and is like, "Let this be a lesson to you all, not to catch an axe with your face."
Well, that's my Sunday activities.
Absolutely noted. Ow.
Well, I'm glad you were here to test that out for us.
Yeah, well, he kind of claps and you see. Oh God! I feel like I'm missing something.
You're missing whispers.
I whispered a joke to Chris that Corin should tell Battleforge his new scar really brings out his eyes.
Oh my God!
Oh, no, really brings out your eye.
Oh.
That's amazing, dude. Oh my god.
Are you doing it?
Jesus.
No, I'm not doing it. He could squish me.
Connor's doing it.
Alright. So you tell him that the scar really brings out his eye, and he turns and he looks at you, and he starts to belly laugh.
Fucking Telrenians. Battle, Tyrannus, have you seen Tess?
Points right to the right of you.
I didn't think. Oh, I didn't think you said her. You know what? Maybe I'm the one who's missing eyes.
She's
Corin,
She's
darling,
kinda-
did you take another knock to the head?
Probably. I hug Tess.
Lord.
she hugs you too, and she buries her face in your neck, and she kind of relaxes, and she looks like she's been put through the ringer. Her mage arm is going though.
Tess? Was Alice with you?
She was about 2 hours ago.
You know where she went?
She kind of is still half up against Corin. Kind of, her voice is kind of muffled coming off of his armor, and she just shakes her head and lost sight of him.
Okay. Thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and mount Bucky. And,
Okay.
Thelma,
yeah.
you think you're leaving alone?
Just one of you guys can jump on if you want. Well, I'm going now. I don't want to break up this moment.
I'll go.
I mean, no, we're looking for everyone. The plan is to pull everyone back, and have a night of rest. We're gonna make skeleton crews, and just kind of figure out what we're gonna do tomorrow. We have to go find everybody else, so we'll meet you guys back at headquarters.
She nods, and Tess stands up on her tippy toes to give you a kiss.
I squeeze her hand and go with my friends.
I want to ask Tyrannus one thing.
Yes.
What was the cost of today? Rough estimates. I know we haven't had a full body count yet, but what's the butcher's bill?
He starts running his fingers through his thick ass beard, and less than what we feared, but more than what we hoped. We lost quite a bit, but thankfully the bulk of our forces have withstood the demons and pushed them back. And it is thanks to, oddly enough, the elves of Islanora and even the mages. Fucking Imperials. Who knows, when they take their thumbs out of their asses, they're actually pretty decent at things.
I want full names. These men died heroes. They deserve that honor.
I'll make sure that you get a list of all those who've died.
I turned to leave and I stopped for a second. I'm like, an old man, next time you decide to try to breach an entire gate by yourself, you're not young. And stops for a second. Tal'Ren can't stand to lose you.
I hate when you're right.
I think there are a lot of Tal'renians who could probably use that advice. I gotta look pointedly at Connor, like, yeah. I'm fully expecting him to punch me. It's fine.
No, Connor will turn and walk, and he goes to, like, and you raise the hand, you flinch back, and he just puts a heavy hand on your shoulder and just smiles.
Alright. You're creeping me out now.
If we're done flirting,
I'm never done flirting.
No, Arendir's not riding Bucky with me, so the flirting will continue.
Alright, let's go fly!
So you guys pick back up as the others start to limp their way back to camp. I'm just gonna run off the perception you guys did before. You guys, after about 10 minutes, managed to find you managed to come across what seems to be the very tail end of a battle. As you guys hear sort of the ringing of steel, and you can see the sort of flash of magic as you guys come over and you watch as what seems to be a rather large, a hulking barbed devil falls dead, and you watch as there's a swirl of a staff that sort of just clicks as it hits the cobblestone street, and they're completely streaked in sweat and blood and dust and looking very unhappy about it. You see Alice. You also see what seems to be a bunch of Imperial mages intermingled with some agents of the Greenbrier Collective. They've sort of been holding this sort of section of the city, and you all see why as you look up to see faces pressed against the windows. It seems they were defending these people stuck in the buildings from the demons.
So I'm gonna swoop on down with Bucky and ride right next to her. I hopefully like behind her. I'm trying.
She doesn't fucking notice the goddamn Pegasus flying behind her. Because, you know, that fucking Nat 1.
I saw that. I'm gonna get a magic missile in the face when you think that.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you will.
Hopefully it's you, not me.
So it's just the
Don't
two
you
of
dare
you,
duck.
yeah?
On Bucky, yeah. They're following us.
So, yeah, you guys, and she kind of sags and she kind of smiles at you and goes, Sorry for being late. It's just been busy.
Alan's dead.
She kind of sags and nods. It's over then.
It's over. Your brother,
Tristan.
he turned him into a phylactery.
She kind of pales because I'm not surprised, unfortunately. He turned our parents' souls into anchors, and thank you.
He's a great help.
Good.
And I just draw her into a really strong hug.
She hugs you back. Glad to
Meanwhile,
see
I'm still sitting on Bucky, just face palming.
you. And she kind of.
They don't teach you tact at a monastery, Rael.
No, they really don't, do they? Good lord.
Also, don't teach you flirting in the monastery either.
Well, they don't expect you to ever actually meet any girls.
You didn't have any girls in your monastery?
There were plenty of other women in the monastery.
That wasn't. Never mind.
No
I
excuses,
just shaking my
Talmar.
head like that was obviously a joke.
Unfunny. You're a towel.
You're a towel.
So she smiles at you and sorry, there's still some I need to make sure everything's clear here before I start pulling back to camp.
Understood.
Do you need some help?
Do you need help? Yeah.
No, it's good. She motions to the group that she's kind of been leading. I guess no, we've got it here. This was the toughest part. And she kind of pokes the barbed devil with the end of her staff, and just like poke, poke. But
He seems dead.
oh yes, very dead.
Have you seen the younger dragons?
I've seen the silver one. I haven't seen the gold one.
Have you seen the
Wait.
head of my order?
No, I've not seen the head of your order. Zinna, she's been flying around. She had been taking care of a good portion of the army that was trying to flank us. She seemed angry.
Yeah, I imagine she would be. Her father fell today.
I saw the ancient gold one. It was hard to miss watching the meteors fall from the sky.
It won't hurt anybody anymore.
It's been a day.
Alright, good luck. We're gonna find everybody else. Give them that same message. Start pulling the troops back.
Very good. Be safe. I'll see you all at camp. And she turns and looks at the other mages like, alright, you heard them. Hurry up, secure the area. We're moving out.
A+, Kyle. A+.
Thank you.
Oh, lordy. Use the schwa. So, you guys head off. Professor, you asked Tyrannus about the whereabouts of your wife and daughter.
Yes.
They, he says that they are safe, that they were basically, what they were doing is helping people get out of the city safely. That any of the citizenry of the city that wanted out, they were taken out, teleported away, so that they didn't get caught up in the fighting. They've just been busy. He saw them no more than about 15 minutes ago.
Okay. Good. As long as they're alive.
Very. My God, your wife and daughter are terrifying, by the way.
Well, yeah, she gets that from my wife.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, they're both terrifying, to be honest.
No, that's half the reason I married her. She scared the shit out of me.
Oh, I mean, if we're talking wife material, I mean, I don't blame you.
Well, you know, people of our age, women like a little damage. And I kind of like motion to the scar. And then I like sort of like over there.
Yeah, he kind of goes, and he kind of like motions that he has a couple scars in places, like, and my wife was really quite partial. Anyway, but yeah, they're alive as far as I know.
Thank you, Tyrannus.
Of course.
You know, if you want any, if you want me to, I can't fix that, but I think I could give you something that could be useful.
Such as...
Something with a little bit of magic in it. For a later date, after the war. I have some ideas.
I would be interested to hear them.
Yes. Might help you with a few things.
I appreciate it, sir.
And I just sort of like adjust my monocle. I have a little bit of practice.
Ooh, he kind of nods. If it helps me see what my sons are doing behind my back, I'd be...
Oh, that could be arranged.
So, let's see. You guys eventually run into, the head of Talmar's order. You find, that, they were taking on the undead, and they unfortunately report that, a couple of Shar's mercenary groups have been completely wiped out. They were not up to the task of dealing with masses of undead like that. And unfortunately, some got caught up in the automaton explosions. Persephone seems to be doing pretty damn good, all things considered.
So they're not fighting, they're sending in their automatons to explode.
The automatons are only rigged to explode in as sort of a last resort. Unfortunately, sometimes that includes some collateral damage. But the sort of wizards of Persephone have been instrumental to keeping the royal guard of Shar alive, as the king has been very adamant about fighting this time.
I'll tell you that the professor was impressed when he saw the Empress look like she's been in the battle too. It's like how every preconceived notion is being destroyed with this war. And the world is going to be a new world.
It's going to be the dawn of a new era.
I love it.
Let's see, who else do you find? Unfortunately, that's all you can find. You start to come in pockets of the dead here and there. You actually find one more Telrenian who seems to be sort of working to get people out, and it's the Silver Spear, the young Silver Spear who tried to stand up to Connor to become king, and then promised himself that he would become a good man and a good warrior instead. And you've watched him; he's got demon blood all over himself, but he seems to be doing okay. And you watch as he's leading some Telrenian troops as they're getting women and children out of the city.
Guys kind of stop, look, do a double take, like, is that the same little shit that we took the throne from?
Think so.
Oh, that's
Maybe he's not a little
unexpected.
shit anymore.
Good to see.
It said we brought basically all of Talren with us.
Yeah, but I didn't expect him seeing him in the front lines.
Well, war always surprises you, Connor.
No.
As do people.
Good
Alright.
to see Talren's going to be well taken care of.
By you, because you'll be alive.
And you're
I'm not a young man anymore, Corin.
Yeah, me either, but fucking.
Sick transit Gloria.
We're all soldiers now.
There's plenty of time for you to have like 30 kids. Don't you worry.
Not happening. But
Alright, let's keep looking.
Now, if anyone's going to talk about mortality, it's going to be me. And don't you-
Zena!
Are you actually calling for her?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. High or low, Corin?
Well, I mean, it's always the same answer.
I ask just in case. Man, these die are something else. I'll have to think of Cena for them. Wait, who are you talking about?
The Talredian Steel Lady.
Lucia?
That one.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, Lucia has been busy since everyone's off fighting the war. She's like, now would be a great time to expand my empire.
Yeah. That would be a great time to become King of Thieves.
So, are you guys heading back? Oh, you're calling for Zena. You feel this whoosh of air as you see this long, sort of flash of silver a couple 100 feet above your head. There's this whoosh of air, and you guys kind of hold yourself as you're buffeted as you see an adult silver dragon sort of fly overhead, and there's sort of zooming around, and she heads off about half a mile down, and you feel and hear her roar, and it's just this angry thing, and you
How
can
does she
feel
look,
the
like, health-wise?
she looks okay. She's a couple people have managed to land hits here or there, but she seems to be relatively unscathed. But she has this wild look, and you can hear the pain and the anguish and in her fierce cry as she seems to be sort of harrying anything left in the city that isn't trying to hunker down at the moment, giving people time to withdraw.
I think one of us should go get her.
You don't want to let her burn her rage out.
I don't know. Sometimes having emotions during a fight can distract you. Alright.
I mean, we can offer. She can always say no.
Well, I feel like if we go out there, it's going to be like a trying to get through to her kind of thing. So maybe you're right.
You have to understand.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying. You don't understand the minds of dragons. They can look like us, but they are very different than us. And they've been around a lot longer than us.
I guess you're right.
you could always just offer to heal her and let her burn, just let her run.
Alright. I take the carpet with whoever is with me. I start flying towards Zena.
Anybody going with you, or is it just you?
I'm gonna go with him.
Okay. You guys fly up and go to catch Zena, who at first doesn't seem to notice you, but seems to catch a glimpse of you, and she kind of stops and sort of hovers there.
Can I reach out and touch her?
You can try, yeah.
I'm gonna start to sing in Draconic. A battle song that I read in a book ages ago. But it was like some sort of weird history of dragons, and it was this dragon that did like this super heroic thing, and I assume that it's known by all dragons, but it's like one of those song poem things. Just a small.
You're singing in Edda.
I really want to like join in if I know the word.
Yeah.
You start singing, and she sort of just sits there and hovers, and Corin, you reach out and you feel her, and her scales are running hot.
I just say, I'm sorry, and I do a 5th level of Cure Wounds.
Okay. And you watch as this sort of radiant light sort of just spreads from where you touch. And suddenly her scales start to feel a little bit cooler to the touch. And you hear her rumble. Thank you, darling. Now, go on. You'll need to rest. I'll be back at camp shortly. I just need to do a couple more things.
I say, fight on, my glorious Silver Storm in Draconic. And then I sort of...
I healed her for like 25 or something like that second.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I sort of like nudge Corin to like... Okay, let's go.
I love you, don't die.
I love you too, my little darlings. And as you guys fly off, you guys turn the carpet to head back to where everyone else is, and you'll watch as sort of night has fallen and the moon is out. You can see the moonlight catch what you think are almost crystal clear tears that are sort of running down her dragon maw as she flies off and lets out this powerful roar. And you guys head back to the party.
Alright, let's head back to the headquarters. I think, for the most part, we found everyone we needed to find.
Yeah, you guys don't find Yuvon at all. But Zena doesn't seem to be too worried. So...
Alright.
So, when we get back to headquarters, I'm gonna tell everyone that I'm gonna go to where they're bringing all the wounded, and I'm going to use everything I have to save as many people as I can.
Would you like assistance?
I was gonna ask if Talmor, if you and maybe Rael want to come with
Absolutely.
me.
Of course.
I rub my hands together. I get my old doctor skills going again.
You doing the whole Mr. Miyagi thing?
Yeah. Hey man, you don't
He's-
get a
I don't know if that works for like how
+7 in medicine.
Okay, so...
I've got a lot of spell slots left.
Me too. I have a fuck ton.
I have plenty.
Everything
Alright.
above
The
level
first-
5 is gone for me.
I have 5 level 1s and 4 level 2s, so
The
plus
first-
one level 3, 2 level 4s, and 2 level 5s.
I have a shit ton. I was being very conservative.
Yeah, the first tent that we go in, I cast Mass Heal and just like explode with healing and heal the entire tent, basically, probably because I could restore up to 700 hit points divided between any number of creatures I could see within range.
Yeah.
So just
That and I was in the dirt for 2 of my rounds last time, so didn't actually get a
So-
chance to use a bunch of my spell slots.
with Rael and Talmar, we're all gonna systematically just start healing people and making sure that people aren't dying and making sure no one's gonna get infected and all that good shit.
Aw, you're depriving all the battlefield surgeons of their amputees. They get a bonus for that, Corin.
I'm doing miracles. Bonus to morale for miracles.
Yes.
Um,
I sell miracle cures, actually.
Shut up, Talmar.
It's just piss and ink.
Yeah.
Shh, quiet, you'll ruin the effect.
So you guys head off to where the wounded are, and as soon as you're spotted, there's almost sags of relief as you see a bunch of clerics and paladins are sort of using what they have left after the battle to sort of help mend, and you guys are sort of this is where those who are in critical condition are. There's a whole bunch of people who really kind of are in pain, but they don't need it. So you guys start working through that, healing as you go, relieving those who have been blinded, who have been poisoned. There's a couple people who have curses even that are being worked on. So you guys start to go through and heal everyone. What is everyone else doing while the healers are off doing their thing?
I am helping with strategy and things like that. Putting my intellect to good use.
Strategic.
And then checking in
I am
with
also there.
Isla Nura and things like that.
What did you say, Mike?
I'm also there. While the professor and Electy and stuff, I'm just also in the room.
Okay. Go ahead, Charles.
I would say Connor's actually gonna be walking like lines, like making sure like not even Talrenians. He's gonna be walking through, making sure he's seen, hoping to boost morale, like helping people with gear.
Okay. So, Professor and Arendir, you guys are sort of back at the command tent, and you can see that they have sort of a makeshift map up. And by now you see the Queen of Vianoth there, and she's no longer wearing this sort of dress that she was caught in. You see someone has gone in and given her actual armor to wear.
Nice.
And she, you see that she is actually carrying a great sword on her back.
Cool.
As she's sort of wearing there in full plate armor. She looks much more comfortable like this. As she's sort of pointing out to people, you can see that she's conferring with the Empress, and you see the Prince of Shar there kind of nodding along, and eventually Tyrannus and Tess come in and start to relay information. You guys start giving tactics of where to hold the line, and when dawn breaks, where to go next, and where you should start, which points are currently held to push in, and Arendir, with your ranger's perspective, you find good places that, someone would choose to ambush, because, hunting prey, and you guys managed to come up through all of this with a good plan of what to do. Connor, as you start walking the lines, you notice people kind of double take as you walk by, and there's talks about there's talks of that's the King of Talren, and also that's Connor of the Dawn's Graces, and you see people kind of cheering you and sort of standing to attention as you go by, and you notice there's these people are looking to you and your friends as a symbol of hope in this otherwise hopeless situation. And you see people sort of getting their comrades back on the feet, sort of fixing broken gear, polishing, sort of taking off the blood, sort of taking their swords to whetstones, making sure everything is sharp and ready for the next battle.
Very good.
And they seem to have been better for seeing someone like you walk among them. You, Corin, Rael, and Talmar, work until you have nothing left to give. You are exhausted, but you saved a lot of lives today.
I have like I had at least 3 in like almost every single spell slot except for 7. Like I had so much healing to burn, and then once I was done with my magic, I was gonna just use my medicine checks to still keep helping people.
I also have my cleansing touches.
Yeah, I've got like
So I can remove all those curses pretty quickly.
4, 3, 3, 3, 2. Lots.
You managed to help around 85 people by the time you guys are done. And when you're out of healing corn, you keep going until eventually you see what seems to be another cleric of Palor come up and sort of tap you on the shoulder and tell you to no offense, sir, but you should probably go get some rest.
I just kind of look at him bleary-eyed, and then walk over and wash my hands.
And he takes over where you were working, and you guys are exhausted by the time you all come back to where you've been afforded your own tent. Though you're all going to have to cram into this tent together, but it's sort of, you're given privacy away from everybody else.
Can't we just pull out the TARDIS tent?
Yeah, if you guys want to pull out the TARDIS.
Oh, I don't have a level 7 spell. I can't cast whatchamacallit.
We'll
It's
set
okay.
up the tent inside this tent.
Yes.
Mhm.
This isn't the first time we've done this.
No.
Like, if I had level 7, I'd do my mansion, but I don't have 7th level spell. Sorry,
It's
guys.
okay, snuggle pile in the tent.
I know, but we never get to cast the spell!
It's okay, Professor. We only have 3 more sessions left. You'll be fine.
You know what? I spent all this time devising a floor plan, and I can't even use it ever.
Look, I'll make you a promise. After we destroy and obliterate
This isn't
Palamon-
tea, Aaron. I told you to give me tea. This is obviously not tea.
It's specialty. Wink.
There's some tea in it.
Doesn't do
What he meant is there's a T in the name of it.
Yes, that's what you meant, right? That's why it's called tea. It's just any beverage with tea in it, right?
No, I don't think you understand how that tea works.
I think
No,
they call
tea
it
is-
in Long Island iced tea.
Long Island.
There's
is
actually
that-
been a character quirk for this whole game for 2 years.
You mean
Aaron
Fiona?
doesn't know what
Fiona's
tea
the
is.
only island that I know of. Is this a
It's
long
finally coming
Fiona?
out now.
Is this a Fiona iced tea?
Fiona iced tea.
Fiona disappeared.
Okay, no. Professor, here's my problem. We destroy Balamon and we obliterate his tomb in Pebbles, and you can cast your mansion on that spot. You could literally...
You know,
And I just tip the teacup into it towards his mouth.
that sounds reasonable, actually. Thank you.
Okay. So you guys set up the TARDIS tent, and boop, you guys go in, and it's strange being in here after being in the castle and everything you guys have been doing. But it's this little bit of home, and you guys know exactly where the tea kettle is, and exactly how the table sort of leans one way a little bit, and this chair creaks if you sit in it this way. And it's a sense of normalcy in this otherwise really crazy fucking situation that you guys are currently in. And
I turned to look to Corin and Tantma, and was this where we were sleeping when we were camped outside the tomb?
Yeah,
Were we in? Was this our tent? Is this where we were?
yeah.
Was it a TARDIS tank?
It was.
Yeah, I think it was.
yes,
Because
it
we
was.
stayed with Ken.
You stayed with Ghent.
You get a confirmation from miles and miles away as Graves says, yes.
I swear I just heard a door slowly creak open.
I wonder what he's up to.
Dude, seriously.
Probably still murder, I'm
Oh
sure.
no, I'm sure there's lots of murder. Absolutely all the murder.
Well, if
If
we go
he's
back to
still
Queen's Cross, and there's a
alive.
bunch of people hanging from lampposts.
Dead?
I don't think he was alive to begin with, actually.
He
Oh,
wasn't.
No, he was not.
Did we ever figure that out?
Neither.
Tell
I
Morgan.
found him.
Anyway,
Tell
fuck
more
it,
Aaron.
whatever.
This is crazy. Aaron Deer passes out on.
You know, I think in my next life I'll be a dwarf. I like dwarves.
Really, Professor?
Dwarves are fascinating.
I know.
Small and live under mountains. Who does that?
I slowly pour more into the Professor's teacup.
I just
mean-
really like them. I find them fascinating. I think I'll be a dwarf next time. You know, I've always liked artificer as a profession.
I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, sir.
I gotta be honest, I've always wondered about those things Grave carried with him. Those things were kind of cool, actually.
Oh, those boom things.
Yeah.
I think they're called guns, you guys.
No.
No,
those
they're
are
slug
natural.
throwers. Everyone knows they're called slug throwers.
Natural.
They don't
That's
throw
what they're called,
slugs.
Clicky clicky boom booms.
They do throw slugs.
They do. And we're, that's what they're called in like most sci-fi games because lasers.
Yes, that's where I was going, because once I dreamt that there was this amazing game that takes place in space. Okay, sorry. Getting way out of control.
It's amazing.
That's what happens when the professor drinks. He starts talking about other universes.
Dwarves
You know,
are
I can
wonderful.
see everything. I can see everything.
You know, I've wanted to.
Aaron, is this like when you eat those mushrooms? Maybe I'll
Cat.
maybe I'll find a bird too.
That was delightful.
Could I leave my mushrooms in a teapot and forget about them?
No, you left your mushrooms in the mansion.
Aaron, your face is melting. Is that a normal thing that happens?
Yes. When you see Althea, let her know I say hello.
Are you sure this is tea with a T? I don't know what that means. And then I just pass out.
Like unceremoniously mid-sentence, head just hits.
Yep, I just like sort of like fall out of my chair and like on the ground.
Dunk, dunk.
That was
You're
amazing.
terrible
Now I'm
influence
officially
on him.
can die. That was
Oh
amazing.
my god. And
He
no,
needed
no, you
that.
can't.
Was that like the
I-
second time the professor has gotten drunk in this campaign?
Yeah, but that was
my-
particularly amazing.
I did
Yeah,
punch
one
myself in
shot.
the face this time.
Somebody get the other side. Come on. And I'll go and pick up his feet.
Aaron Deer reaches from his cot but doesn't get up. I tried.
I roll my eyes and I go and I'll just throw him
I'm
over my
already
shoulder.
sleeping
I'll just toss him over my shoulder.
in
unceremoniously.
a chair that looks very much like.
Say you're already sleeping. We can hear you.
He weighs like
Already
a buck 50.
gentle.
He weighs a buck 50.
Still
He's
be
fine.
gentle.
He's drunk, not dying.
And you know if you tear any little bit of his clothing, he's gonna know.
Don't cast fireball on you all!
I'm gonna round his head. Actually, good idea. Thank you for the idea, Rael.
Corn, it's totally a dad cheer, and
Yeah.
you know in your heart of hearts that Gent
I'm
was
gonna
to pass
go
the
lay
fuck
him
out in it all
sort
the
of
time.
gently into his bed.
Are you-
Oh,
Talk over everybody.
I didn't hear you talking because I have this on.
It's okay.
I'm in the room with you.
Yeah, it makes it harder to hear.
In the room. Why don't you ever let me do your shit? Okay, anyway. So yeah, no, you
I cast
carry-
Scourge spell.
He's-
Just pat him on the head while he takes it.
You watch his magic leaves his fingertips, but they kind of just
Yes,
off
yes,
and
hope so.
fade.
Now, Professor, let's get some sleep.
That'll sleep your face.
Can't sleep, everyone just passes out.
You'll sleep right off.
I cast sleep. Wait, no, I don't have sleep.
I'm actually immune to that, so you can go ahead and try.
I'm also immune to that.
Well,
Yeah,
half the party is.
most. Of
I
the
just
party.
drunkenly cast Misty Step, and I go right back to where he picked me up.
All right, fine. Leave him there.
I'm gonna very much more roughly throw him on my shoulder this time.
You're being too rough. This reminds me.
Uh,
This reminds me of that wedding night with.
I said I was
Allie.
gonna put him in his bed, and that will happen. Whether he likes it or not, I'll tie him to his bed if he needs it.
I have 3 more second level spells.
Okay, so we all wake up the next morning.
So you guys eventually find places to sleep. There's enough rooms for you all, obviously, though some of you just managed to pass the fuck out in chairs and whatnot because, oh my god, past day has been really exhausting for you guys. And you wake up the next morning, and break your fast on some footage. If you guys wanna, I assume you guys are gonna cast Hero's Feast now.
Yeah.
So,
I'll take the gold out.
oh, you're going
Actually-
to.
Could
I
I have
always
tied?
do.
Could I have tied Talmar down?
If you want to tie Talmar down, is he consenting?
No,
No.
not in that way.
I'm confused.
I
Just-
am confused now.
After he passes out.
Oh, after I fall asleep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Roll sleight of hand?
What was I just talking about?
Doing Hero's Feast.
Thank you.
24.
Yeah. What's your passive perception?
Not 24.
I don't.
11.
Oh yeah, no. You go in and Talmar is kind of just like passed out and snoring.
I'll just take whatever rope I had, just
Yeah,
tie him
2d10.
to the bed.
Okay.
Just
You tie Talmar to the bed.
there, see how
Um,
you like it.
Talmar, you wake up the next morning and you got to pee really bad, and you wake up, you go to move, and you can't, and you realize suddenly that you were tied to your bed.
Fuck this. I'm gonna try to rip it off.
Roll a strength check.
14.
The demons, they slipped in the night, they're gonna kill me!
Yeah, you managed to snap one of the things, but you're destroying the bed in the process.
Oh well.
Talmar. That was against bed.
And I
Nice.
really wouldn't want to pee in his bed. I can fix this later.
I don't know who Gent is. I just made a name.
We've told you about Get before.
Oh, yeah, exactly. That's why it
Yeah.
was.
So you don't want
After I
to.
rip the first one off, I can use a dagger and cut it.
Yeah, you managed to cut the other ones off.
I think one of us has mending.
So you kind of get up and then you quickly relieve yourself and look down and notice that you have been tied into bed, expertly, no less.
I bet Arendelle did this.
They're one of them would have a nice little bow tied into it.
I do not think I would know what that meant.
Really?
Yeah,
Means I tied you up like a gift, Talmar.
Talmar
Just a
has no
skull.
interaction with the thief skill.
It's true.
All right. Okay. So
That was non-canon, babe. His moving the Chimora and the one shot.
yeah, I know.
He has no idea.
That was no, okay. Never mind.
I'm confused now.
It's so anyway. You wake up. Talmar's late to the party as you guys kind of meet in the kitchen and start to break your fast and figure out what you guys are doing for the day.
I think we should fight with the army, push into the castle, and try to find Demorio.
Shouldn't we be going to the mountain then?
Oh, is that where it is?
Yeah,
I
it's.
thought okay.
I think you have to enter through the castle, though.
Do we have to enter through the castle?
I thought we had to enter through the castle.
I didn't
Yes.
know that. Okay, so we can do that to go through the castle, okay.
I thought it was that
The-
other room. The room where we fought Dremelech, wasn't it?
Nope, it's the library, which you guys have not.
Right,
gone
the
to.
library. That's right.
The more you know.
I cast Meteor, the more you know.
Into the library, and then
No, I totally agree with that. We should spearhead us. We should spearhead down the main road.
fuck yeah.
Okay.
let the Hornberg blow.
The direct approach.
At this point, we need to be pushing as quickly as we possibly can.
Yeah.
We've eliminated, what is it?
3 of
Two-thirds.
their biggest heads.
Well, we've eliminated, 3 of the main of the command structure. So she's either crippled, or she's going to become desperate, and she's going to start pushing through the ritual barrier as quickly as she can.
Both.
The war is lost at this point. There's no opposition left on the field. It's mop up.
No, I think it's time that we end this.
So she,
So-
she must know her only shot then is to resurrect Balamon and have that.
Exactly. So it's not like we're going to run into an organized resistance riding through the streets. So one glorious charge running through those gates, and
We know.
All right.
Yep.
Okay.
We all find horses, I guess. Are we riding in, or do we want to take the carpet? Or
I mean, I'm gonna fly Bucky, so
yeah, totally.
so are we going to
Fly Bucky.
So yeah, Connor's going to lead on foot and just lead the rest of Talred through those gates.
All right, I'm following then on foot.
Okay. So, you guys ready up and head out. You manage to notice that people are starting to ready themselves for whatever is going to come. I need everybody to roll perception for me, please.
Oh joy!
Perception.
That's a 12. It's never the charge
Nice.
I want.
Oh my god, Kyle!
What?
Welcome to Invincible. That happens every so often. I think it's a paladin thing. I think Bahamut does it.
Hang on, I was peeing. I'm back.
Welcome
He's
back.
paying me back for.
That's not what I said.
Oh lordy. So yeah, you guys have decided to do one last glorious push towards the castle.
Cool.
Nope, that's a bad perception.
And then okay, so 14, 23, nat 20, 28, 10. What did you get, Connor?
12.
12. Alright. So you guys start to head out, and that's when you Arendir is the first to notice with that natural 20. You hear what you think is a distant rumble.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Okay. I tell everyone, shush, everyone, shut up. Do you hear that?
And you sort of look to the north as your eyes sort of gazes over the horizon. You watch this strange effect where the sky seems to sort of warp and ripple, and the rest of you look, and you hear boom, boom, as
I thought that.
there's sort of this magical effect in the sky, and it's for a couple moments the entire camp now notices this, and you hear a booming voice as this gold dragon starts to fly through the sky. The wards are falling. Yvonne shouts as one by one the monoliths that have stood for 2,000 years, as the protection against Balamon are starting to crack and fall. And all at once you can see on the horizon giant blackened megaliths built from the bones of the dead who sacrificed themselves to bring those wards up fall one by one until moments later they're gone and the wards have fallen for the last time.
I'm gonna turn to the combined total of all of Koskina. Connor's gonna scream and charge and for Koskina. He's gonna run through those gates.
I say exactly what my emote says. As he screams for Koskina.
You guys start to charge. You pick up people as you all start running through and form this sort of flying V, this wedge, as you burst through the gates. I need you guys to roll perception again for me.
Fuck.
Another 12.
20.
That song rules.
I have never heard that song before.
Dude, look it up. It's so fucking
I
good.
will send you a link after the game.
Hailstorm rules.
I like the
Really,
name.
Kyle?
Yeah. Lizzie Hale is literally the most beautiful creature in the face of the planet.
She's something.
Alright. Shit! Fucking 29!
Jesus Christ, goddamn bards and their goddamn jack of all trades.
That was a 12.
You guys are insane. Alright, so you guys go
Practically
rushing.
level 20.
You guys are practically level 20. You guys start rushing
Like
through.
living avatars of the gods.
And
Almost.
Prestige
Oh.
class.
you all start seeing demons try to attack you. But, you slash out with your swords, you hit them with your maul, you hit them with your mace, you use magic to drive them back, and this... It seems that none are willing to stand against you. Rael and Korn, you are the first to notice something else that catches your eye from one of the parapets of the castle. You see this long, tall, gangly shadow rising up off the castle as if watching you. And it sort of thins out as a super long neck cranes, and Corin, with that nat 20, you see two pinpricks which you swear are eyes that are staring right down at you all as you guys rush towards the castle.
Does it look like Balbereth?
Oh yes, you are most assured that that is Balbereth, and he is watching you. He doesn't seem to be acting, and he doesn't seem to be making a move towards you all, but he is like this gaunt specter on the walls, watching you all. Very, very intent.
Heads up, everyone. Balbereth's got his eyes on us.
Thanks, Chris.
Fuck off.
I think he's secretly fangirling.
He might be.
Maybe. We are pretty amazing.
You're like, oh man, I wish Senpai would notice me.
Alright, so I need everybody to roll an attack.
Why?
Melee, weapon attack, range attack if you want, spell attack if you want, like cantrip wise.
Okay.
27.
What's my spell
Wait.
check?
What?
It is proficiency plus intelligence.
Oh, plus my +2 to other things?
I rolled a 4.
Yeah, plus any pluses that you got.
It's really
I-
crappy.
I lied. 28.
What are we rolling?
Attack rolls.
Either spell attack, or a melee attack or ranged attack.
My Discord is like I'm getting not.
I think it's
everything.
kind of coming in and out for some reason.
Yeah, I was trying not to say that phrase because
'Cause sex?
Because we're adults.
What?
Are we, though?
I don't think we are.
you know Rael's not in the mood. She wants to fight, not the other thing. That's gonna be a 26.
Oh, God, yeah, that's nasty. I had red.
I don't know what that means.
My voice connection
Oh.
normally green, and it was red. You don't have anything running on the desktop, do you?
Nope. I have a green connection.
Nope. I've been doing. My Discord's been doing the same thing. I've been in yellow most of the time.
Yeah. So okay. So
Actually, it depends on what spell I'm using. It's either gonna be 26 or 27. So.
okay. I'm just getting a general feel for you guys striking out as, oddly enough, no undead, but pure demons, imps, devils, demons, just sort of trying to strike out at you as you all effectively mow them over. Talmar, you from on Bucky's back, you watch as Bucky kicks one in the face, and then you cleave it in half. And magic fires off from Rael and the professor as you guys sort of watch as it sort of burns through demons, and Arendir's arrows just takes them down. Connor, you smash them under your maul. Corin, your mace just takes one right in the face, and it just crumples and falls as you guys... Did I?
Sorry.
Yeah, we're adults.
I'm an adult. I'm 38 years old.
I'm gonna be 36 next month. No, we're not adults.
Okay.
No, you said take it in the face. I'm sorry. No, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what set me up too.
Sorry, Snicket.
Amazing.
Snicket, I love you. I'm sorry.
I love you too.
I didn't realize it either, babe, so don't worry about it.
You think I'd be used to this with the fucking bullshit for science group?
I was gonna say, like, you should be, like, totally primed for this. But now we don't normally do this, so... Sorry. I'm just really, really tired from all my work.
No, you're good. I'm just now gonna have to be very, very careful with my phrasing.
Phrasing.
Crap. Alright, game's over. I can't do this no more.
No! I'm sorry!
No, I'm just like, I can't phrase things right now.
You phrase it however you feel like phrasing it.
So, Cord, you just, like, mace to face.
Mace to the face for face, yeah.
And you guys sort of drive the demons back. You guys aren't getting too much resistance. It seems that, taking out a Dremelech really destroyed their resistance as you guys make your way up towards the castle. You all sort of charge up and hit the sort of front of the castle. The doors are shut as you guys start to take the stairs up.
Oh, they're not going to be shut for long.
You have fucking battering rams with us.
They have literally all of Telren about to hit them.
So, yeah, you guys sort of manage to take the stairs two at a time. As you get up, there's this huge, heavy wooden door that's sort of laced with metal. What would you all like to do? As you see the army start to fan out through the city to take on the demons and drive them back to give you guys time.
Can we all kick the door at the same time?
That
Yes.
sounds amazing.
I like that.
I love it.
Alright, so you guys go tag team on the door.
Connor's in the middle, obviously.
With a... Was it 18 plus 17?
I mean, if you guys all want to roll either strength or athletics to kick the door,
I do.
I mean, I do.
That's 35.
I mean, I'm going to.
Oh,
Yes,
fuck yeah.
that's 20.
Hey, that's a decent roll for a -1. For having a -1 strength, you know, hey, I'm happy with anything
No, dude, that's
above a 10.
amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know this, but we're actually playing in a 70s exploitation film.
Nice. That makes sense.
Mike's been reading my notes again.
Aha.
How much did you get, Connor?
35.
Jesus.
Were we all rolling?
If you
Yeah.
guys want.
I roll a nat 1.
I never roll athletics. I literally rolled athletics.
Yeah,
Alright.
so did I. So did I, Ender. That one.
So the bulk of it is the King of Talren. And you guys, Connor, your boot hits first, and you see where the door just fucking breaks. And the rest of you join in as you kick this door open, and there's this groan as you see these massive doors just buckle in. And you watch as it doesn't open, as it's been barred from the outside. But those massive kicks have broken it free from its hinges, and it's falling. You kick the door out of its frame. What do you want?
Massive. Like I'm happy we broke a like. I think it was barred. That thing's probably gonna be like a foot thick of wood, weighs like 400 pounds.
This thing is
Did the work of a siege engine.
That's what happens when you're like the avatar of a god.
You have inhuman strength.
Yeah, you guys are fucking ridiculous as the door falls with a thud, and you hear screams as demons on the other side are crushed under the door. And the castle stands open to you. You see this massive foyer, which you saw as you came up initially the first time when you started to head upstairs to free the queen.
Knock, knock, motherfuckers. It's dawn.
Oh my god. It's done.
It's done.
God, was it?
We're rising or something. Fuck. I screwed it up.
God, I'm trying to think of the from
No,
Boondock
no,
Saints
no.
2.
Rise and shine.
Good
Ding
one.
dong, motherfuckers, ding dong.
God damn, Kyle!
Yes!
Do you want to read to the class what the note says?
Oh, I said dawn is coming, so have I.
Oh,
Fucking nerds.
We keep
Amazing.
going.
You guys, are you guys heading up?
oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stand up, brush myself off. You didn't see that.
Nope. You guys sort of, are you moving carefully, or are you just acting like you own this place?
This is our
We're
house.
acting like we own this place. Yeah.
This is our house.
This is your house. So you guys start to move upstairs. You know the layout of this place, well enough. Are you keeping an eye out, or are you just kind of just...
The
Yeah,
professor's alert.
I'm watching everything.
It's like we just ran through a whole city. And he's still
There is
screaming.
no stealth around.
He's the Viking Energizer Bunny.
Yeah.
Just ask Lucia.
Oh, lordy.
I will be also, I guess, keeping. I actually can I do this while running? Do primeval awareness?
Yeah, you know what?
It's up to you. You have
you guys
to
are-
concentrate as if with the spell.
You know, you guys are level motherfucking 19. You're damn near gods. Yeah, I say you could do that.
Okay, then I know if any fiends are present within 5 miles, and I know their direction and number.
Do you just pick one, or is it all
Uh,
for
if there are multiple groups of your favorite enemy within range, you learn this information for each group. Wop wop.
So
Where's the laptop? Anyway, There's a metric shit ton of demons out in the city.
Guys, there's a lot of demons here.
There's a fair amount of demons,
It's
and
not really a surprise.
there's groups in the castle. You seem to get a feeling of clumps of them where they seem to be like patrol groups going through the castle. A lot of them seem to be rushing around, and there's just this general seeping feeling of demon. You're really getting this sense up towards where the library is, oddly enough. It's not a singular presence, really. But as you focus this sort of demonic aura that's sort of settled over everything, you recognize its power reminds you very, very of an encounter very, very long ago. In fact, your first one with demons. This feels like Demoriel's presence. And it's settled like a funeral shroud over the castle.
I am not familiar with this presence.
Nope.
We don't have a picture of Demoriel anymore.
It's just me, Talmar, and Arendir.
I remember she was fucking hot.
Correct.
I only said that for like 3 weeks after where I said it the first time. I don't think that way anymore. Out
Didn't I
loud.
see her through a mirror or something at one point?
You guys have definitely seen her, yeah.
We've seen
Yeah.
her,
Oh no,
but
we've
in, like,
seen her,
never-
but like we weren't like
Yeah.
in her presence. Like you guys had
We
just
were there
met
when she
her.
was
The
awake.
only one
When,
she
when
like
you found
met-
me, when you found me, you were like you had just met her.
Yeah.
We like tried to fight her for a hot second, I think, and then that
She
didn't work.
just left. She didn't even care.
She didn't even like
Yeah.
dignify us with an attempt. She just laughed and left.
And killed again.
To her mistake.
But anyway, I point that out. I could feel her as we're running through the castle.
I'll
We're
tell you
going.
when I can
We're getting
smell it.
close.
Alright.
Okay.
Been a long time coming. I'm ready.
My
Alright, this
body
time I'm gonna
is ready.
ask. Is anyone who wants Death Ward?
I want it.
Oh please.
2?
Yes.
Anyone else?
I've got one built in.
I am a death ward.
Talma, Evandir?
I mean, I'll take one if you're given.
How many people can you cast it on?
As long as you have spells.
As long as I've got the spell slot.
Well, shit, I'll take it.
I mean,
Shit, I
I'm
almost
not.
died last time.
Kyle, I do not understand what the hell you just asked me.
This is your castle in the city, yes?
Yes, the castle is technically at the back of the city.
Okay. For some reason, I was having this weird thinking that we were in some other castle right now.
No, your demon princess
I was
is
like, what
currently
the
in this
hell, did I
castle.
miss something?
Damn it, Snicket!
What?
I was legitimately typing no. I'm so sorry. She's in another castle.
Once Dustin gets back.
Well, actually, I was just looking at my notes.
Um,
The
I can
power of
cast 3 of
wireless
them.
headset.
Professor has 20 temporary hit points this time.
I can cast 3 of them.
Then Townwalk Corn and the Professor are much more important.
I agree.
I can save all of you if we're dying.
And Talma, you do tend to be close up, so...
Did you add the
Alright.
20 hit points, Dusty?
20 hit points, you say?
I give you 20 this time instead of 15.
Nice. I have
divine
added
protection.
them. Oh, we rested too, right? We long rested?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Did we do
And you
Heroes
get-
Feast for breakfast?
Yeah, we did Heroes Feast, so you get 2d10 hit points.
Oh,
2d10.
Added to your max.
let me add all of that.
Okay. So...
Boy,
Oh! Jesus.
Really?
that's about right.
No! That's just...
Okay, so I
Oh,
have.
that is RNG just spitting in your
That is
face,
the
man. That's not
worst. What if I actually rolled like a real d10?
cool. I never use Roll 20.
You get 2 more ones, give up.
So, Professor, Corin, Telmar. you
I
three
rolled
under
an
that
8
board.
and a 10 on a real dice. I was just
There go my
curious.
4th level slots. And I'm just gonna walk up to all of you, just sort of, hand on the face and kiss your other cheek. Good luck.
Thanks, Mom.
Body of Christ. Body of Christ.
Oh god, I have flashback.
No. Nicole's light be with you.
And with you as well.
No, and
Exactly.
with your spirit. They changed that.
We left it up to the gods. Let us give thanks to the lords, our gods and goddesses.
So I use my demon radar to navigate us to the library.
Boop. Boop. You guys managed to rush up before it seems any of the guards can really catch you, and you find the door to the library. You try the handle, and it is indeed still locked.
Wasn't this trapped to all high heaven?
I believe so. Can I arcana it again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, womp.
Jesus
Absurd.
fuck.
I love being this level.
That door stood no chance.
Yeah, no, you know exactly what it is trapped with, and you know exactly what would happen if someone tried to open the door. And you can easily unweave it because, haha, this paltry magic, fuck off with this weak ass shit.
Girl, please. No,
I am almost insulted.
I would like to unweave it.
Oh yeah, roll Arcana for me again.
It's only a 6.
Oh my god. Sweet guys, so
Thank you for letting me take this feat.
This is fucking amazing. You managed to find the exact center, and you sort of, with almost surgical precision, slice into it, and you watch as it unweaves and dissipates.
I just like tell Corin, like, oh, put your finger here.
Alright. I put my finger there.
And I like reach into the weave and I like yank it out. He gets like a little tingle as I do it.
Ooh.
It's like,
My god.
You'll probably die within 3 minutes.
I don't believe you.
Damn it, I tried. I'm not good at jumps.
I have a really high insight.
I have a high insight too. Let's insight battle. No, I'm just kidding.
ASMR magic. Oh my god, that would definitely be a thing.
ASMR.
Oh, definitely.
I can see birds doing that for sure.
Yeah, that seems like a bard thing.
I think we just came up with a new homebrew class.
ASMR bard?
Yeah. It's just them like scratching on felt and stuff.
Typing on a keyboard.
Using thaumaturgy to speak like really loud, but like also very soft. Okay.
Alright.
Brush sounds.
Sorry.
Entering the door.
The door is unlocked.
The door is still mundanely locked.
It's
Oh.
Connor.
Boot.
I meant thieves' tools, but alright. That works too.
Connor
Yeah,
is a
yeah.
thieves' tool.
I
That's
gave
a
up.
32.
I gave up on that a long time ago, Tamar. He just likes to do it. Let him.
We don't need lockpicks.
Connor, there is this brief, beautiful moment in time where you can see the mark your boot makes when it hits a door, where it says, like, Connor was here. And you watch as it becomes unrecognizable as the door completely shatters. Because this was supposed to be, like, locked and then magically trapped to keep people out. They were not expecting a fucking Talrenian.
No one expects a Telrenian.
I thought you were gonna
That's
say
their
that
problem.
he suddenly imagined this door as like a tree, and then saw it become a door, and then just saw it into like beneath his foot. That's where I thought the whole thing was going, and I was really excited.
Now I got the whole image from Constantine when the door explodes and the devil walks through it. It's like,
Nice. That's a good thing.
Just
Oh my
piece
God,
together like
yes.
in Monsters Inc.
Oh my god, no. I carry the shot of the door King Connor kicked down as the Dawn's Graces went.
Oh my god!
It's like, it's like pieces of the true cross. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, no. And
Shit,
then
I just got an idea.
oh my god. Oh god, I'm getting ideas. I'll have to remember these for later. So anyway, yeah, no, the door shatters. And there's this boom as you watch as these shards of wood scatter across the floor, and you guys manage to walk into the library that Alex pointed out to you. It is absolutely gorgeous in here. The floor is highly polished marble in a pattern of light and dark. There are huge bookshelves full of books and scrolls. Occasionally you see what seem to be sort of cases with glass where you see fragmented shards of what seem to be old scrolls sort of under this sort of glass to keep them safe.
I'll stop.
And there are the 3 levels above you, and there are 3 levels below you.
well, fuck, that's 6 levels, or 7.
And there are staircases leading up and down from each level. On the bottom level, you can see what seems to be a massive sort of desk and chair. A couple smaller chairs around it, but it seems to be completely clean and devoid of paper. What would you guys like to do as you guys, one by one, filter into the library?
Well, does Arendir's demon sonar keep us going to the right direction?
Boop.
Are people talking?
Yes. Ask
Yeah.
if his sonar is working.
Fantastic, because I literally can't hear anybody right now.
Oh no!
God damn you, roll 20!
They can
That's
hear you.
Discord.
Unfortunately, it's not Roll20, it's Discord this time.
I meant
Discord's being a bitch for me all night.
Discord. I meant Discord.
Cursing Roll20 is such a thing we used to do.
I know, that's like why I defaulted to it. But yes, curse Discord. Curse your Discord. Oh, if I whisper, no one can hear me. Whisper, whisper, whisper.
Did I miss?
The Door Paladins, Defenders of the Portal, that whole thing.
Oh, I missed everybody.
I kind of need it.
Wait. What happened?
I don't know. What'd you do?
My Discord went red. Did I
Huh.
miss anything? What did I miss? Did I miss anything?
You mean
I
people
was telling
reconnecting.
Mike that I'm good. I may have to make that because it's too good of an idea.
But yeah, do I still have my my primeval awareness thing up? Can I still sense Demoriel's presence in any specific direction?
Yeah, you sense, it sort of fills this area. But oddly enough, you're sensing it heavier above you than below you.
I slowly look up. So we're in like an open thing, right? Like we could see up and down.
Yeah, you guys can see up and down. These sort of, circles, concentric circles leading up, except for the bottom floor, which is, got a bunch of stuff on it, but it seems to be almost like a circular tower that's sort of open air. So there's, oh god, I wish I would have thought to actually sort of make it. Okay, so
I see.
Josh. All right. So here's the outside. And so this, like here is where all the bookshelves are and where you guys are standing. And this is a railing and this is down where the desk is, sort of down that way, if that makes sense.
Hmm. And it goes up also.
It also goes up, and you can see there's 2 floors above you, and there's this giant dome, which looks like it has a mosaic on it, and a skylight at the very, very top. But your feeling is sort of up and towards the opposite side of this area of the building, sort of across from you. So if you guys are, say, like, I'm going to use a different color so you guys can see if I can get my mouse to work. There we go. So you guys are, like, say, here's the door. So you guys are here. The feeling you get is both up and, like, on this side. Like right here.
Okay. I kind of lean out over the railing a little bit and look up and just see if, like, she's doing that villain, like, standing at the railing waiting for us thing.
Nope, you do not see her.
It was worth a shot. Okay. I say quietly that I could feel her above us. She's across the... And I point across the opening or whatever. I don't know what that word would be. To
Chasm?
the other side of the library.
Is it a chasm?
Sure. That seems
It's a chasm.
appropriately.
Yeah, this is
Above us.
Yeah, she is up and across the way, so to speak.
I was
So
not
she's-
expecting up.
Yep.
So there's
Sure.
multiple stairs to this library? Like
Maybe
staircase?
she's-
Go.
Yeah, there are staircases we saw, right? Yeah.
Yeah, there are staircases leading up and down.
I take a look at one of the books on the shelf, like right next to where we're standing. Is it in Vayanathian or whatever the fuck? Or
It's in that weird form of Elvish you've not seen. There are a bunch of that.
but I say that any of these books would have survived the Arcana's purge and shit. This stuff is ancient. It might have whatever information she needs. She might be looking for something in the library here. Maybe. Or she's just fucking with us.
She's been here forever, I assumed.
I don't know. Shit comes up, right? Magic wibbly wobbly.
That's true.
I don't.
That's not a phrase
don't-
I would use. That doesn't sound scientific.
It's a very scientific term.
No, we can do
You
all
guys
this.
I think
not
we
as-
can assume
Pretty
anything.
sure a doctor said it.
I don't care
Yeah.
if a doctor said it
I
or
think-
not. Wibbly wobbly does not sound legitimate.
I think you're right, though, Raya. We have no idea what's been going on here.
No.
Also, didn't somebody tell us, the Queen maybe, or the Resistance person, or maybe this is actually out of game knowledge, I can't remember. Isn't there like really powerful shit in this library? Isn't that like some of these scrolls and artifacts here like insane?
I don't know.
Well, it was warded to hell and back.
The way she told us that the way through the temple was.
right.
You know, I was trying to.
I thought it was down
guys
though.
know that, but, you know.
Well,
I
we could
thought
also.
it would be down. That's what's throwing me off.
Let's let's go to the top floor. There's probably a teleporter up there or something like that.
Yeah, teleportation circle or something.
Right, let's follow to Moriel. That's the one we're after, anyway.
Wait, we
That's,
lost Nicket.
I think she had because she can't hear.
I kill Tamar.
I help.
I kiss Corin on the lips.
I stop killing Tamar.
I continue.
I unkill Tawa.
Yeah, I unkill.
Snake
Wow, they
bite.
gotta be sweet on me.
I'm here.
We're
So
going
You guys,
up.
you guys are going up? Okay, so there was a PC death while I was away?
Yeah, I was gonna kill Tamar, but then he kissed me on the lips, so I stopped killing him.
Okay, that math works out.
That tracks.
Connor was gonna help me.
But they started kissing and it was just rude to interrupt.
Well, if looks could kill. So you guys head up, and yeah, this place is full of ancient text that you can't really read for the most part. Unless, are you guys gonna look at the bookshelves as you go by, or are you just
No,
headed?
I'm just gonna keep going.
I'd be glancing at them, yeah.
Okay. Roll investigation for those who are gonna take quick peekies at the bookshelves.
Oh my
I
God.
cannot not take a peek at bookshelves. Oh, that's a
Jeez.
nat 20.
Well, that's good, because I had a 1.
Very low, Professor.
Oh, we always know I go opposite to everybody else. Please, low.
Alright. You start to, as you guys sort of go, and every now and then you see what seems to be a sort of glass case, and there's one right before as you hit the stairs that seems to be in prominence, and it catches your eye, Professor, because it's not written in the strange Elvish dialect of Vianoth. This one is written straight up in ancient Elvish,
What is this?
like a form of Elvish that has not been seen for 2,000 years.
I studied this in my graduate degree. Not graduate, undergrad. This is undergrad. That's lower than graduate. I grab it.
Are you gonna break the glass?
Oh, there's glass?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna check it first.
It's not. There's no. You easily.
Okay,
find
then I
there's
just
no
like
magic.
elbow it. The old elbow trick. I just sort of like look at everyone like.
You actually don't break the glass. As you nudge it, the glass sort of just tips and falls over and hits the floor with a thunk.
Well, that's anticlimactic. I don't have
But
a lot
you
of
see-
strength though, so that makes sense.
This thing is old and super fragile.
No, it smells wonderful. I reach in and I pull out some gloves and I put them on. Little white
Okay.
gloves. I investigate the book.
Professor, I don't mean to be, that guy, but we don't really have the time for this.
We
You
don't
know, like
have
you said,
time.
the time.
What'd you find?
You know, sometimes time is a funny thing. It's a bit wibbly wobbly.
I kill myself.
Professor, as you kind of pick it up and look at it, it's
It's fine
not so
when.
much a book, but a scroll.
Oh,
And it talks about the very founding of this castle as a sort of keep and protector of the temple that's built into the mountain. And it talks about the light bringers, who, as you read on, you realize the Lightbringers were the originals who carried your guys' weaponry.
you know, we say we don't have enough time, but this is actually quite enlightening. As I look at Corin with a scowl.
It's fine when he says it when it's about stuff that we're
No,
doing.
it's always
When
fine.
about
No,
stuff-
it always applies to you and not me. That's the way this works.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I read off exactly what I find to everybody.
Enlightening indeed.
I keep going upstairs.
You keep going upstairs, and
I'll follow them and continue to read.
you guys manage to hit the top floor, and you look to where the feeling is strongest, and you do not see anything other than some bookshelves.
We should look for like a secret bookshelf.
Don't we have a thing that lets us do that? Looks for secret doors?
I mean, I have true sight, but I don't know if that.
No,
I think
in
we
the
have
bag.
a bag of holding item.
We have a wand of secrets.
Oh, we do
Yes.
have a wand of secrets.
Pull out the wand of secrets.
I was looking at that earlier.
Oh, Corin, if you're gonna take out my wand, ask first.
Damn it.
Hey.
Be here all week.
You better be.
I point the wand at the feeling of Demoriel's weird, gross demonness and shoot it.
Her demon.
If a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, if I get within 30 feet of it and then I do the thing and the wand pulses, and yes, so it has 3 charges.
You expend one of the charges from the Wand of Wonder, and sure enough, you find it points to a bookcase.
That bookcase is fake. It's not real.
I rip it off the wall.
I'm not gonna.
I'm not gonna bother looking for the book that turns.
I'm not gonna make you roll.
He just goes up to it like,
You kind of pick it up and you kind of toss it aside, and it kind of goes, huh? Like it's not even gonna. It's just like, you know, it's a fucking bookshelf. What the fuck is it gonna do to you?
How many books puff to dust?
These books seem to be fairly recent, but they fall, and there's thing and paper, and you kind of just toss it. Do you toss it over the railing, or you just toss it aside?
Just toss it aside. I'm not gonna like fling it over the railing.
But you toss it aside, and sure enough, there is what seems to be a blank wall.
Rude.
No, that's not what I was expecting. I touched the wall.
Where do you touch it?
Just
The right place.
If we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this.
Can I investigate the wall?
Are you gonna do Arcana, or are you gonna do Investigation?
I'm gonna do Arcana because it was meant. Because
I told you there's a trap there, or not a trap. There's a secret door there, so you would know.
Yeah. I would like to do Arcana as well, actually.
No.
Okay, you can roll Arcana as well.
You still rolled a fucking 18 though. That's
Yeah, that's-
insane.
Well, you know, that's like me rolling a 1 on perception. It's still an 18.
Don't hate Corin.
Oh my god! Okay,
What'd you roll?
this die is fired.
What did it roll?
I rolled a 1. That's
So
3 in a
nobody
row.
says anything.
That's 3 in a goddamn row.
I touched the wall.
You touched the wall. There's definitely, I will give you this, there is definitely magic on this section of the wall. Corin, you're just randomly touching it?
Oh my.
Yeah, I
God.
just touching it.
It's
to
just
see
a
what it
trap
feels
wall.
like.
We know that.
Can I have your stuff when you die?
Oh god.
You managed to, because I'm assuming high is what you always roll for.
Yes.
You managed to, you're poking at the brick. You're like, we don't have time for this. We don't have time for this. This is bullshit. And you manage to hit a brick that sinks in to your touch.
Oh.
And it shoots death at you.
And you watch as it sinks in, one by one by one by one, the bricks around it, almost like a wave, start pressing in until it forms this sort of doorway, which then there's this as the stone moves to the side, revealing a doorway. And there's a set of stairs leading down.
Voila! I did magic.
Good work, Corin.
Thank you.
Remedial magic at best.
I definitely didn't just touch the wall and it did that. I definitely made it do that.
All right.
Alright, go down.
Connor, do you want to go first or me to go first?
It was deliberate.
It was deliberate. It was deliberate.
Talmar should probably go first.
Right. I'll be the sniffing elf because I'll be smelling for demon.
Are you casting Divine Sense?
Yeah, I'll be casting divine.
Are you casting it now?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep casting it as it runs out. So.
Okay. So you guys. Okay. So what's the marching order?
I'm first.
For no reason, just curiosity.
I'm first.
No reason.
I'll be after Talmar.
Who's after me? Connor? Yeah, Connor. So, Talmar, me, Connor, Arendir?
I'm always in the middle. I always like protect
So,
myself with
Professor behind Connor.
your shields of meat.
Arendir, do you want to be behind the Professor, or do you want to be in the back?
I'll be last.
And so then it's Professor Rael.
Alex is gonna be in Baxton as well because I'm gonna put Alex with you because that way it's easier for Morgan to pop in when she can play.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna try to find some crazy Deus Ex Machina reason for how she magically follows you guys. I ain't
She's
about
been
that.
with us this whole time. I've engaged her in conversation and given her food.
She
no,
just
no. It's just the same thing with the NPCs. She's been following us for weeks. We've just been ignoring her.
We
She
do
just
do
woke
that
up
to
late.
NPCs.
She's just super quiet, still feeling the effects of losing her twin brother in such a way she blames herself.
We did kind of destroy his soul.
You guys
No, we
kind of
didn't.
didn't destroy his soul.
That's what
Oh,
she
it
said at the
didn't?
beginning.
Destroyed.
At the beginning of the night, she said that we did not destroy their soul. He passed on in peace.
Oh, good. Well, that's good.
Discord has been fucky all night, so I'm just assuming that sometimes I'll say something and you guys won't get it.
What did you say?
Dude,
Oh. I thought you were referencing something specifically that just happened. Now I understand.
Oh my god, Chris.
Listen, I'm tired.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to apologize.
Chris is the one who should anyway.
Fuck up, you, Mike. Eat you.
So we're in the stairwell.
You guys are in the stairwell and you're walking down, and it's like you're traversing down the library stairs. You can mentally keep sort of a map of okay, and then this is where the end of the library is, and sure enough, you sort of hit what seems to be a landing, and then it turns into a corridor that leads off into where you know the mountain to be.
Indeed.
And you guys keep going?
Yeah. I'll keep going.
yes.
Okay. So you guys keep going. This sort of the corridor twists and turns for a while. You okay? Chris?
What? Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm just opening the window.
So you guys, this corridor is hacked and hewn, and it's very rough. It doesn't look like anybody came in through and made it polished. It seems to have been extremely utilitarian. Eventually, though, it opens up into a wider corridor. This time it is polished, and you start to see symbols on the wall.
That's not good.
Do we
What kind of-
recognize
can
any
I-
of them?
Yeah, do I recognize any of them?
You guys looking at it because you're fucking level 19, and I'm not gonna have you roll for elementary bullshit. The snick butt is done with trivial stuff, you can tell. There is the Professor and Corn, this is intensely familiar to you because it is a mix of Arcana and holy symbols. This is a mix of the divine and the arcane.
Rael helped us with that too. She would
Yes.
probably know too.
So
Yeah,
Rael
a
would
little
as
bit.
well. There's also some other symbols of magic that you guys aren't familiar with, but you guys can roll Arcana.
Religion,
I'm using another die.
or some kind of wisdom-based skill, maybe.
That's better.
You can roll religion or nature as well.
Nah, both of those are intelligence-based. So stupid.
32. What's 18 plus 14?
32.
A lot. Okay. You guys realize that the last bit that's sort of intertwining in all this is druidic magic.
I've only ever met one druid, and she's fucking crazy.
No.
No,
That's
the
true.
Guardian, right?
Guardian.
I
The
forgot the
original
guardian.
bearer of
Arendir's
Arendir's
dad.
bow.
Yeah, he was really nice.
He was also one of the original Lightbringers.
Yes, he was.
The only original one left, I think.
Gotta go back to him for stories once we're done. If I make it out of here.
Okay, so you notice that there's these intertwining symbols as they're leading down. You all read them as binding, protection, warding. This is so sort of funneling and sort of magic to keep those wards going. And Talmar, your sense, this place reeks of evil. And worse still, this place has been desecrated.
Oh, good.
This place definitely was hallowed at one point, but is no longer.
I think this was a temple of the Dawn's graces, or maybe a marker to the Dawn's graces that may have been profane and turned into something foul.
Well, that would make sense if the Dawn's Graces are the ones that sealed Belamon.
Yeah.
They seek to destroy something of their legacy.
Well, it's also could be the beginning of the seals that keep him in.
Exactly.
So we
Little column A, little column B.
Well, we're on the right track at least.
Yes.
You guys keep going?
yes.
Yeah.
You guys push through as the corridor opens further and further up. Eventually, you guys can see towards the end of your sight that the corridor ends and opens up into what seems to be a very large room. As you continue to push forward, because no one's telling you to stop.
Do we want to get eyes in there first? Or are we just going to rush in?
Oh. What
I'll
sort
go
of
check it
eyes
out.
did you have? Okay.
I guess, right? I mean,
If you want, I can also give it a try.
Why don't both of you go to keep each other safe?
I like that idea.
Get some eyes and then immediately. We need this information as quick as possible.
Yes.
How's your stealth trial?
Oh, I lost everybody.
I mean, it's not gonna hurt.
Can't
It's definitely
hurt,
not gonna
yeah.
hurt.
I lost everybody. What happened?
Rael and
Alright, so.
Arendir didn't go check up.
Oh shit, yeah.
That's a lie. That's a.
This is the stupidest thing ever. So that's a 16, plus a 4, plus a 15, plus 10.
45.
Yeah, you guys are fucking. You stealthy ass motherfuckers.
I'm in the dark, whispering, Ryo, where did you go?
Tap him on the shoulder.
I cast lightning
the
bolt.
shadow.
Oh wait, I don't have that spell.
So, Arendir and Rael, you sneak forward, and this place opens up into a massive room. It's not dark, and it hasn't been dark the entire time here. There seem to be crystals embedded in the ceiling, giving off this sort of soft light. And it's the same in here. It's huge. It's about 120 feet in diameter, and the ceiling is about. I'm saying this, and I love you, Christina. It's about 80 feet, so it's definitely not 120. You definitely can't cast fall lightning in here. And it is beautiful in here. Everything is polished white marble and gilding and silver and platinum. And there is this mosaic inset in the floor in the dead center of this room. And it is a mix of holy imagery, Bahamut, of Palor, of Sarenrae. There's a mix of druidic magic that sort of circles around, as well as, sigils of magic besides that, and it seems to be this combined effort here. And you see that there are sort of what's the benches, that's the word I was looking for, set against the walls. And there are 3 other doors. There's one across the room from you, and there's one to the east and to the west. Pews, yes, that too.
Mm-hmm.
Pew pew.
Actually, it's pew pew pew, but
So you guys don't see anyone or anything moving in here, unless you're gonna actively investigate to make sure. So I realized I didn't have you roll. I said in my head, roll perception, and I never fucking actually verbally said it. I just assumed you guys made your fucking rolls.
It's been a day.
Okay, 25%.
If we're actually rolling, then 25.
Yes, please roll.
I would kill for some French fries and some chicken tenders right now.
Oh, give me that chicky
Oh
nugs.
my god,
Sonic,
please.
tendies.
Jesus Christ, I'm so hungry.
Oh my god, Sam.
Tendies.
So 24.
Okay.
How long does my McDonald's stay open?
So you guys look, and you do not see any movement. There is no sign of any life in here, and it's from where you're at. It's hard to see down through the other doorways and into those hallways to see what lies beyond. But so far, it seems like you guys are alone in here.
Are the doorways or like the hallways, are they like marked in any way? Was there like a something above the hallway that says like where they go or anything like that? Or
No, unfortunately not.
okay.
Do I get a feel of magic in any particular direction?
This whole place reeks of magic,
Saturated.
divine and holy, and I'm sorry, guys, and druidic.
Yeah.
I'll wrap it up here shortly. I promise.
It's all over the place.
I just say into the earring that it seems like it's clear up here. There's more hallways. We don't know which way to go. Come on up.
I go up, sneaky wise.
Okay, if you guys are going to stealth, please roll stealth for me.
Do we eventually get into their cone of safety? And
Yes,
roll
but-
with...
The plus 10, yes.
Are we all rolling stuff?
Well, you were all there when Aarondir cast it, right? So.
Well, it has to be within a certain range of him.
Yeah, it's
Oh, does
30
it?
feet.
That's
Oh,
20 for the
Jesus.
professor.
I am not good at stealth.
Is that with the plus 10?
Yeah.
Oh!
35.
I rolled a
Um,
4, you guys.
Talmar, roll
Am I rolling?
stealth.
Oh, I'm good at that.
You got pass without a trace
Yeah,
though.
really
so-
good.
Oh,
18.
Jesus.
18, so the Holy Rose.
Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Not that bad.
No,
This is why I never get to use my stealth.
17 and 18, you guys do fairly well as you all peek up and you guys get to the doorway. You all now can really see this elegant, beautiful place that has been hidden from eye for 2,000 years. It definitely does seem like there are people who have come down recently and sort of taken care of it. There does no sign of dust, no sign of decay, no sign of worn to it. It is absolutely pristine and beautiful, and you can tell that at one point what this must have felt like to be in here, but right now it feels wrong, and there's almost this sadness that you feel when you look at this place, as if somebody has desecrated this, has taken it and ruined it. And you all now see the door to the front, the door to the left, and the door to the right, and I think that's where we're going to leave off for the night.
Alright.
Ba-bum, ba.
Okay.
We'll figure out which way you guys are going to go next time on the Fallen Returns. As you guys have entered what is known as the Temple of the First Light.
Cool.
Oh man.
Titties.
I hope you guys.
That has
I hope you guys had fun.
that has final boss sound to it.
It
Yeah,
does.
it does.
Thank you guys.
That was
We
amazing.
always have fun. You know we have fun. I don't know why you asked that question.
Because
Yes.
my anxiety is terrible.
I understand. I mean,
God.
I know why you asked that question. I'm just saying that you should just know that we absolutely love all of your
The
games.
answer is always yes.
Yes. Hey, Christina,
Always.
you're a troll, but I love you.
Bye, Christina.
Bye, Chris.
Bye, everyone. It is
Yeah.
also by the fact
Yes.
it is.
Go to bed, Charles.